What's going on? Cooper the Reseller coming at you from the beautiful Omaha, Nebraska, and I want to talk to you about getting and maintaining feedback on Mercari. I love Mercari because every single transaction has feedback tied to it. Unlike eBay, where you don't have to leave feedback, it doesn't really matter. Mercari, it matters. So we're going to talk about how to get feedback first. Because if you're a seller, you want to have a lot of good feedback. People are more likely to buy from people with feedback than without feedback, so it's important to get your feedback boosted up. So what I would recommend if I was new and I was new to the Mercari game, I would try to get a lot of fast-moving items, price them well, and just try to sell volume. Try to build my feedback up, get as many sold as possible, and make sure I'm doing it the right way. Don't do the customer dirty. If with Mercari, you're not supposed to, or you're technically not allowed to return items, although customers can kind of work around that if they wanted to. If you have an item that's not as described, they can usually get it returned if they want to. So I highly recommend, if your items you're selling has any flaws in it, let's say clothing has any tiny snags, has any pilling, anything of that nature, make sure you disclose that information. Also, I highly recommend putting the measurements in your listings, because that just gives an extra reason for you to be right when you sell an item and the customer says, hey, it doesn't fit. You say, yo, homie, I just put the measurements in the description. You should have read them. How's it my fault if you didn't read them? You're too lazy to read them. I wouldn't say that to them specifically, but that's how Mercari may see it. The seller did the responsible thing. They put the measurements in. You as the buyer, you should have known that it's going to fit to those measurements. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to return it for you. Usually that's what's happened before. So that'll help you in the cases of getting returns back. But also it sets the expectation up so the buyer knows exactly what they're getting. And that's the next thing. Like, you want to set up your expectation of what the buyer is getting. I like to sell low. What's the phrasing? Under promise, over deliver. That's what I was thinking. Under promise the item, but over deliver it. And once you exceed their expectations, that's when they're going to want to give you that 5-star review. So you can exceed their expectations with price to quality. And that's basically the two things, price and quality. The price of the item is just a steal, or the quality might not have been as good as they thought, but then they get it and it's freaking amazing. So just keep those things in mind. And this also goes into maintaining the feedback on Mercari as well. I love Mercari because it has the most immersive chatting experience with your sellers and buyers. It's like texting each other, the message system built into Mercari. If people message you, answer them right away, be cordial, be super nice, and they'll appreciate that, especially after the sale. You can say, you leave feedback for them. You say, I love talking with them. They had great communication, and usually they'll do the same for you. And yeah, if you follow all those tips, then you're going to be golden. You're going to be getting feedback like crazy, and hopefully it's all going to be 5 stars. I don't know when you get negative feedback on Mercari. I don't, excuse me. I don't think, I don't think you can call in. Well, I guess you can't even call in a Mercari. But I've messaged Mercari before trying to get feedback removed because it wasn't my fault or whatnot, and they said we can't do anything about it. It's the buyer's opinion, blah, blah, blah. So you can't, as far as I know, if you do know how to get feedback removed, comment below so we can use that tip. But as far as I know, you can't get negative feedback removed, so it's very important not to get it or to avoid it at all costs. If there's a way to message them and get it removed, that'd be awesome. Like, you can do that on eBay, but on Mercari, I haven't found a way yet. We'll have to try to figure that out. If I find it out, I'll let you know. But if you found any value in this video, smash that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more reselling related videos in the future from me. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh, also, I'm making them eBay and Poshmark feedback related videos. So if you're interested in those, stay tuned to the channel. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Peace.